everyone, welcome to a new episode of Crypto Tips. Today we're going to talk about the most profitable way that you can invest in Bitcoin. It is time tested, it is proven, it's worked well for me. We're gonna get into it. But before I do that, I have a quick announcement. Guys, there's now a Discord for Crypto Tips. It is a public Discord with certain private channels actually allotted to just the CT Club members. So if you want to participate in things like talking about NFTs, staking, DeFi, decentralized exchanges, all those things we love to talk about, check out the Discord. I'll provide a link for it down below in the video description. If you would like access to those private channels that are specific to CT Club members, that's our paid Patreon group. A link to join our Patreon is down below in the video description, and with that is instructions on how to connect your Discord with your Patreon so you can get access to those special channels. Anyway, let's talk about how you can invest in Bitcoin and be profitable about it with that long-term perspective. Let's get into it. So this investment strategy is one that we're always talking about on this channel. So hello, if you are new, welcome to Crypto Tips. This is what we're all about. It is called dollar cost averaging, also known as DCA. That's how we often refer to it. So dollar cost averaging is really a great way to slowly accumulate and consistently accumulate into a position. We choose to do this particularly with Bitcoin, sometimes with Ethereum, but Bitcoin more so just because this is the one that has proven time and again over a decade now to be the most profitable investment to be involved in. And dollar cost averaging is probably the most stress-free way to do that. So the reason it is stress-free is how it's designed, right? This whole concept of dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost averaging means that you pretty much set a budget for yourself where you consistently are buying, whether it be weekly, monthly, daily, hourly, whatever works for you, and you're investing a consistent amount of money, an amount of money that is very easy for you to budget to be invested in Bitcoin, an amount of money that you are not going to be stressed out about, something that you can afford. So, you know, depending on your income levels, this is different for everyone, so you have to know what that is for yourself. It's also stress-free because you are investing in this very regimented, controlled way. You aren't basing your investment based on the short-term outlook of that market. You're not investing or choosing to buy based on a certain price point, whatever it is that day, that hour, that minute, again, what have you. You're taking your emotions out of it because you are investing every day, every week, every month, no matter what the price is, or, you know, generally what the market is doing. And again, because Bitcoin is an appreciating asset, it is a brand new asset class going through price discovery. It is a tiny market cap compared to all of these other different investment options. Because of that, over time, this has been the most profitable way to invest in Bitcoin because, again, you're not trying to time the market, which is not done successfully by new investors. And even with seasoned investors, they can certainly get it wrong as well. They can sell at the wrong time, they can buy at the wrong time, they can lose a lot of money. If you are having a much more longer term perspective, which is exactly what dollar cost averaging inspires in all of us, is this long-term outlook, because you feel comfortable investing in this way because you know that in the long term it's going to turn out all right. So basically what you need to determine to begin this dollar cost averaging experience or investing strategy is you need to determine what your budget is, how much money you're earning coming in, and how much of that you can afford to put towards Bitcoin to hold long term. Not something that you're going to be taking out right away to use for whatever you might need. It needs to be an amount of money that you're okay with having locked up in Bitcoin for a long period of time. Another thing you need to consider is the frequency of your payments. Is it going to be daily, weekly, monthly? Again, that's up to you. Now, one thing to pay attention to when you are dollar cost averaging, especially if you are dollar cost averaging with a relatively small amount of money, let's say like $5 or $10 a day, the fees involved could very easily be doubling actually your cost of dollar cost averaging. If you're doing $5 and the fee is also around $5 or $10, you're actually be paying more for the fees than you would be into your Bitcoin position. So to consolidate that, consider maybe making your payments less frequently, but still allocating. Let's say if you want to do $5 a day, you can just add that up at the end of the month and then put that amount of money into your position at the end of the month, only paying one-time fee rather than a daily fee. Also, another thing you need to pay attention to is storage, because most of these, I'm pretty sure I'm going to say all of these platforms that you can dollar cost average onto are going to be centralized platforms. And that means those platforms actually have 100% control and technically ownership over those coins. So dollar cost averaging is very easy. It could be something that you can set up automatically. I'll get into that in a minute, but because it's so easy and it can be done automatically, you might tend to forget to take those coins off of that centralized platform and into a wallet that you 100% control and have 100% ownership over your coins. I absolutely recommend that you do this. So maybe like at the end of every month, you take whatever you've accumulated and move it into a wallet that you control. Again, just to mitigate the risk and to eliminate that third-party middleman involved with your storage of your cryptocurrencies. So for example, I use Ledger hardware wallets. I use the Ledger Nano X. It's proven to be pretty good, very secure, very interoperable with a lot of different platforms. And it's also a great hardware wallet to use in my opinion. So if you want to know how to set up your Ledger hardware wallet, I've done plenty of tutorials showing you how to do that. And also, of course, all of the things you should pay attention to when it comes to storing your cryptos yourself. I'll link to that video down below in the video description. If you want to know which platforms allow you to dollar cost average into different positions, it doesn't necessarily have to be Bitcoin. I'm going to say Bitcoin because that's what I'm doing, that's what Toby's doing, and it's proven, itself over time. It's, in our opinion, the most solid cryptocurrency to invest in. It's kind of a no-brainer at this point. But anyway, you can dollar cost average into any cryptocurrency you like. If you want to know which platforms allow you to do that, I recommend going to DCATracker.com. Again, a link for that will be down below for you to check out. That one lists a lot of different platforms and also which countries they are based in. One interesting one that they showed was deltabadger.com. That one actually allows you to connect to different APIs of the exchanges that you might have already created an account. Big ones like Kraken, Gemini, Binance, Coinbase. So even if these platforms don't allow you to do automatic payments, you can do so using the deltabadger.com. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of these websites. It's just helpful tools that I found along the way. So that could be a really good, solution for you. It seems to be pretty user-friendly, and also if you already have an account, if you've already gone through the KYC, this solution could help you, keep from having to go through KYC on a different exchange that allows you to DCA automatically. There's another DCA tool called Shrimpy. Again, I'll link that down below for you. This one can be slightly more advanced. It can actually allow you to set what you want your portfolio to be comprised of, the different percentages of different coins. Basically, if you want like half of your portfolio in Bitcoin and the other half to be in Ethereum, Chainlink, whatever other coins you want it to be in, DOT, Solana, what have you, you can organize, you make a deposit basically, and then you can allocate how much of that deposit you want to be accumulating into these different positions. So a lot more control and maybe variety for your portfolio rather than just focusing on one coin in particular. So definitely check out Shrimpy. Again, a link for that is down below. And also lastly, for those of you who aren't, necessarily just going to buy Bitcoin or whatever and just to maybe pass it on for generational wealth, or you just want to do this for a few years, see how that works out for you. For those of you who want to do more than just hold, let's say you want to take some profits. Let's say the bull run, really starts charging up again. We are seeing blow off tops happening, and you can actually dollar cost average out of your positions, which is really great for those of you who maybe have some debts to take care of. Maybe you can actually buy your first property, buy a second property, just trying to expand yourself and take advantage of the profits you see in cryptocurrencies. You can also dollar cost average out of a position. I wouldn't recommend exiting your position totally. I would just dollar cost average out until you meet your financial goals according to your investment plan. So dollar cost averaging out as the market is rising is the best time to dollar cost average out, actually, because if you're taking the same dollar amount out at each withdrawal, you're actually taking out less and less coins, meaning you have more coins to ride that wave up to take more profits longer, or to keep those coins and you still realize your profits, you still have a holding in coins to get exposure to that cryptocurrency for the long term. Lots of options here in cryptocurrency, and however you want to organize it, whatever your goals are. Everyone's different, of course. Speaking of financial plan, that is going to be a class I am holding for CT Club members. That is our Patreon group. A link for that to join that group is down below in the video description. We offer classes like that. We offer access to our portfolio so you can see exactly what we're investing in, and I do those monthly updates. I always explain why we're in those coins, and we also do trade alerts. We don't day trade, but we do say about 3 to 10 trade alerts every week, depending on what the market is doing. Also, I have a new announcement, guys. There is now a Discord for Crypto Tips. It's both public and private, right? So there are channels that are public, things that we can talk about, NFTs, you can talk about DeFi, DEXs, staking. Basically, I'm just trying to create a community that we can all come together and learn from each other and see what else is out there. And there's also going to be private channels, again, for our Patreon members. So if you are a part of our Patreon already and you haven't joined Discord, check out the post that I did this past week showing you how to join. Yeah, and if you don't want to join CT Club, you can still join the Discord and see what the community is all about and check it out and have a good time. So anyway, I'll include a link to the Discord down below in the video description as well. That's going to wrap it up for today's video. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you like this video, I appreciate it if you leave a like and hit subscribe with the bell notification turned on so you can get notified when more videos like this come out. We're given to you about every day, which is so cool. Anyways, I'll be seeing you guys again very soon, but until then, I hope you're staying happy and healthy. I'll see you.